Each year, over 1 million tourists visit Mexico's Baja California Peninsula. While most flock to the southern tip, situated near the town of Laredo, further north, the beauty and tranquility of Danzante Bay is rapidly growing in stature. The combination of mountains, desert, and water is nothing short of breathtaking. In Baja California Sur, bordered on one side by the Pacific Ocean, the other by the Sea of Cortez. Of all the states in Mexico, it has the longest coastline, over 1,200 miles. Trying to fit a golf course into the amazing topography of Danzante Bay presented a unique challenge. Renowned golf architect Rees Jones found a way.
Danzante Bay is a special part of the Baja Peninsula, the growth of it, the development of it, so that people can experience it. The condition of the golf course is absolutely spectacular. It's a grass, it's called paspalum. It's one grass for the whole property. It's very high salt tolerant, high humidity tolerant. People that come here will be surprised purely because of what we have to offer.
An interesting aspect about the paspalum here at Danzante, a lot of shots that would go into the bunker, because of the nature of the grass, may stop short. So if chipping is the type of shot you like, this could be the course for you.
The contours are very forgiving. The depth and the green sizes change depending on the length of the golf hole. You could have a short par 4 with a very deep perpendicular green. So the green structure that Rees Jones did to mirror the hole length and the demands of the holes fit absolutely perfect for ball reception and playability.
Good preparation for the round is the range, which gets you ready for the high elevations you'll find on this golf course.
You know, our elevation here on our course varies. You're either going up the mountain, down the mountain, you're playing level lies. You actually get tested with a lot of different shots. And if you just have one standard shot, you're gonna run into a little bit of a problem. We are one of the few courses in the world that has a little bit of desert, a little bit of valley, a little bit of mountain, and of course ocean holes. We have a little bit of what most courses have only a few things of. It's truly a remarkable course.
Because the grass is paspalum, in the fairway and in the rough, there's almost no such thing as a bad lie as long as you keep it out of the desert.
This whole area is volcanic because the Giganta Mountains that surround the course. The structures, the cliffs, everything, volcanic rock. They look like dogs, they look like dinosaurs. If you don't hit the fairway, if you're not on the sand that might be off the sides of the fairway, our fairways, they are playing fast, they're firm. I get a lot of people that hit their career best drives because the ball will hit and it'll run a lot. When you're trying to hit a fairway, most players will pick a spot in the background and just imagine their line, just try to hit go off that line. We have mounds, but we don't have the type of mounds that you normally see on other courses. You know, we have a few mounds on the fairways that'll help some of the roll or give a little bit of an interesting lie. But around the bunkers, they're pretty standard. You know, they're not crazy or anything. They're very simple, very forgiving if you can just take a swing at the ball.
And not overly bunkered.
No, not at all. And most holes have entryways into the front. You don't have to carry the ball over the bunker.
Key to good scoring here is handling the par 3s. Elevation, wind, to get to greens that can be hard to hold. This is hole number 17, and from up top there, with my knees shaking, because I have a little bit of acrophobia, I hit my shot to 5 feet. This is one tough par 3.
The 17th hole is over the top. People have never experienced a golf hole like it, but there's 17 other golf holes that provide the same kind of experience. 13, 3, on down the line.
A lot of wows.
A lot of wows, yes.
The hardest part about our course, and I tell this to everyone, is our views. We're not a cookie cutter course where you go back and forth and it kind of resembles itself. You really got to step up to each hole and take a look, admire the hole, then figure out where you're going to hit it. If you're a big Rees Jones fan, or if you're not, you've got to come play this course because it offers something that no other course has.
You know, when golfers come here, there's so many things to do. We're kind of like a cruise ship and also a ride at Disneyland.
Whether it's on water or on land, Carlos Velasco warmly welcomes guests and makes great experiences at the resort happen.
The size of the resort is enormous. We have a premises of property that it reaches out 15,000 square acres, kind of like Palm Springs per se and Ocean of Cortez. You know, it's a very cute combination that it really brings the best out of the place. Mountainside views, oceanside views, 180 suites, very large, mini kitchen indoor, and then maybe prepare a dinner for yourself. Or you have 3 restaurants actually inside the resort.
Danzante is our top-notch restaurant, a grill house with the Mexican product and with the Mexican recipes. We use a lot of local things. Quesadilla is the lunch time, cheeseburgers all the time, pizza, we have a brick oven, and taco, of course, you are in Mexico. In market, you can find breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have the buffet and the show. In the buffet, you have Argentina grill, for example. The show is gonna be Dancing of the Worlds, for example.
The activities is a pretty fun part of the tour because we got 2 sides of the story. We got in-house activities, this incredible, huge property. We got our own hiking networks, all trails, well marked in the property, and do an incredible hike. Incredible ATV tours just next to the resort. We just scout all these areas. We got a very large spot to please everyone, especially if you're a golfer. You want to really, after playing all these 18 holes, want to relax. We have a great swimming complex, and you got this big main body that is for everyone to enjoy. That complements to be having a jacuzzi for about 50 people, some little pools on the side just to enjoy some water sports. Also, we have kayaking in the front, we got paddle boards. The water is very calm. No, it's very settled, you know, for having a good time with your family or alone to enjoy. We are next to a national park, so that makes a big plus because our fishing is pretty healthy. You got fishing all through year long. Whatever you caught, we fillet it, bring it to the resort, and we cook it for you. We are holding within 5 islands. We got these killer inflatable boats, expedition type, from the resort and discover what's really Sea of Cortez best. Sightseeing volcanic fissure islands, you snorkel among hundreds of tropical fish around you. Here is very common to bump into hundreds of dolphins all of a sudden, whales all of a sudden, even off the season. So that's what makes it remarkable and a really place to enjoy with everybody here. What is wonderful about this place is a natural setting, especially that you are next to one of the capitals of the missionaries, the first one actually of California, which is Loreto. I think it's something you ought to do while you're here because it's a historical downtown area, very clean, people is very laid back. What a remarkable, magical town. You ought to visit as well, Loreto, while you're here.
Designing a golf course that is challenging and really enjoyable to play is a tricky business because it's a delicate balance. Well, here at Danzante Bay, credit to Rees Jones because he's done it. Oh, and there is one other small benefit. It is visually spectacular.